So I did it. I finally made my video letting the world know that I'm gonna close my store. It was a little hard at first, because you're just thinking, what do I say? How do I word it? And I got to the point where I don't want to think about it anymore. Just let it be known and move on to that, or move on from that and just go on with the situation. But I'm down here right now. I was able to put some stuff into my car. You can't tell, obviously, but again, little by little, I'll start clearing it out and preparing for the next. The other thing, I don't know if you have Hulu or if you've watched Paradise, but I'd have to give a recommendation. That's a pretty good show. I came late into it and then I got into it. Then I had to go back and watch all the previous episodes, but it's a good show. But the only thing is, so far they have 2 seasons. There's a 3rd season in a year or something. But up until now, it's a good show. Okay, ready when you are. Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah.
So today was the day I made my video letting all my Instagram people know that I'm closing my store. And what's crazy, it's expected, but what's funny is you post news like that and that ends up being your most popular post. It's just kind of funny how that's how it works, but it was to be expected. And I don't feel bad about putting out what I did. It was a lot easier. I guess it's I kind of had it running through my head. So this time I didn't want to put much effort. I didn't think about it too much. I didn't do it too crazy. I just said what I had to say, put it out, and ultimately it's done. I feel much better. That's one check mark off something that I had to do. And now I can focus on, the final stages. One thing that I would say, which is pretty cool, is I know that, in the comments, I got a lot of comments from people and they have memories of when they came to the shop and the conversations that we've had. And I know that in my time there, I've made a difference. And I guess at the end of the day, that was really my goal of having the shop to begin with. So knowing that I was able to touch some people's lives through conversations or just have a memory that they have of the store itself, I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't change anything. I'm not sad about it closing. I'm really ready for it. I'm burnt out. And I'm hoping that once I close that chapter, I can focus more on art and be more excited again. You guys watch my vlogs every day. When do you see me sitting behind a computer? I don't think I've really touched a computer for months, except when I did the butterfly. Aside from that, I just, I don't have joy like I once did. So hopefully the plan is when I have that eliminated, that will free up some space, create some need for creativity, get excited about art again, start making things. And what was that movie? Oh, what was that movie? Is that how Stella got her groove back? No. What the hell was that? After I posted that I was closing my store, I ended up getting a comment from one of my neighbors. And apparently they're closing their business too around the same time. And that kind of bums me out, Not everyone's situation is where they're closing because they want to. Some people close because they have to. I think it's pretty apparent the economy is a little iffy right now. Maybe not where you're at, but especially out here in California. I've noticed a lot of people not shopping like they normally do. We're getting hit by gas like crazy. So people are scared. And I think that results in sometimes, like as a small business, you don't have a big surplus of money to fall back on. A lot of times everyone's just barely making it. And that's kind of the joy of small business. I don't know if it's like that for everyone, but for a lot of small businesses, I know they're just trying to make ends meet. And that allows them to do what they do and what they love. So it's like a win. It's like a win-win. I know a lot of people talk online about small businesses, being an entrepreneur, and you're going to make all this money. I don't think it's always the case. And I think for most people, it's not really the situation. I think a lot of times they're stressed out. I think a lot of times they're just trying to do what they have to do to survive. But to be their own boss is also a freedom that you can't pay for. What amount of money do you put on that to not be stuck in a cubicle and having a boss breathing down your neck? But anyways, it's sad that my neighbor's gonna close. I was sad to hear that, but at the same time, you know, I'm sure they feel the same thing for me. Over my 10 years of having the shop, I mean, it clearly, like, the world has changed quite a bit. And I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. I've aged a lot. My kids have gotten way older. I missed out on a lot. And I think now is just the time. So I have a lot to be proud for. I have a lot to be proud of. I wouldn't say I failed. I wouldn't say I necessarily succeeded. You know, one thing that I would say too is that I really, like when I renewed my lease this last year, I said, man, I'm going to really take advantage of the time. I need to do this event, that event. I need to host these things. And when it came down to it, they were all words. I never acted on any of them. I haven't had an event at my shop since pre-COVID. I used to have events like pop-up shops, art exhibits, and I just lost all interest in that. And I guess that was the first indicator that I just wasn't really as excited as I once was. But this last year, I really knew that I wasn't like, I was more counting the days to exit rather than being grateful for the time that I had in order to do more things to make me grow. Like, I just no longer became interested in thinking or daydreaming about having events, doing this, releasing this, have a release party, have this kind of thing, and this kind of post for the shop. And I just no longer had that drive. And I think that was the first indicator that, you know, you knew that it was time to just go. Like, if something's not exciting you and you're no longer interested in it, I think it just takes a little time to be honest with yourself and know this just isn't for me. No matter how far you get and how excited you are, no matter where you are or what position you're in, I think if it no longer brings you joy, it just no longer serves you. But that's what's going on. I think that's it for my day. I mean, I brought some stuff home. I still have plenty more to bring. I really need to find a place for it. And yeah. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I'm still, as you can hear in my voice, I'm still a little raspy and stuff. So I'll be back again tomorrow.